Hey guys, and welcome back to Event 5, the Wrecking Ball Hold. We've got some times and some scores. You'll actually be able to work out from this video who's going through to the stone off. Now in Group 1, we've got Tom Stoltman. He had 1 point and that's all he needed. He held the wrecking ball for 4.63 seconds, so not very long, but again, he didn't have to hold it that long anyway. Now next up we've got Kevin Ferris. He goes through in second place. That means he's going to be in the Stone Eliminator. But who's he going to be up against? It's going to be Gabriel Rayholm. Canada, can they make it through? We'll have to wait and see. In fourth place, we've got Ivar Smokstelis. He only managed to bank another 2 points. Andy Black in fifth, with a total of 12 points after those 5 events. And Manuel Angulo coming in last place, but it was definitely a great experience for him. Now next up we've got Group 2, Mitchell Hooper going through with 23.5 points, much like Tom holding that wrecking ball for just over 6 seconds, banking that additional point that he needed. Now in second place, going through to that Stone Eliminator, it's Bobby Thompson. He's got a total now of 22 points, and he's going up against Brian Shaw, the 4 times world's strongest man. That's going to be really exciting to see. Next up we've got Mark Felix. He won the event but only came 4th, followed by Konstantin Janasha in 5th, and rounding out the group, Gabriel Pena, the Texas Titan, so looking forward to seeing him coming back next year. Now as we move into Group 3, it was really interesting. Alexei Novikov did not have to hold that wrecking ball, but he still did, for 1 minute and 38.63 seconds. Fair play to him, he banked 3 points and goes through with a total of 24.5 points. Now who's in the Stone Eliminator? Let's find out. It's going to be Trey Mitchell on 21.5 points, definitely a great stone lifter, and he's up against Adam Bishop, so Adam has definitely got his work cut out for him. Next up in 4th place we have Rob Kearney, and following on from him, in 5th place it's Gregor Szymanski of Poland with a total of 13 points. And rounding out the group, it's Mika Toro, also with 13 points. Now in Group 4, Martins Lisis the Dragon is going to go through to the final with 25.5 points. He did awesome with a time of 1 minute 25.63 seconds and scoring an additional 4 points. He actually had to work for it because the other 2 guys weren't messing around. Now in the stone off, we're going to see Maxime Boudreau of Canada going up against Pavlo Kordiaka of Ukraine. So can't wait to see that. Now we've also got in 4th place Gavin Bilton of Great Britain. Great to see him doing well. Following on from him, Nedzmin Ambaskovich coming in 5th place with 9 points. And rounding out the group, Shane Flowers had to pull out with an injury and he finishes his world's strongest man on 6 points. And the final group, Group 5, Luke Stoltman going through, it says 23 points, but I'll assume they haven't updated it. Let's just say he picked up that wrecking ball, put it back down, and banked 1 point. So he goes through with 24 points. Now the Stone Eliminator in his group is going to come down to these 2 guys. Ethor Ingolfsson Melstead of Iceland, and also John Stephen Korobooth of Australia, but competing as a Frenchman. Next up we've got Kelvin de Ruyter. He came through with 16.5 points, taking 4th place. Evan Singleton clawed his way back into 5th. And following on from him, Kim Uyarak rounds out the group with 11 points, coming in 6th place. So what do you guys think of that? We now know who's going into the stone off. In Group 1, it's Kevin versus Gabriel. I still think Kevin's going to go through. In Group 2, it's Bobby versus Brian. And I think Bobby's going to go through in Group 2. In Group 3, we've got Trey Mitchell versus Adam. Adam's got his work cut out for him. Trey is a stone lifting monster, so I still bank him to make the final. In Group 4, it's Maxime versus Pavlo Kordiaka. Now Pavlo, I've not seen him do that many stones. I know he's pretty good, but I still think Maxime is going to make the final, and he made the podium last year, so he's definitely going to want to do it again. And in Group 5, it's Ethor versus John Stephen Korobooth. I think John Stephen's going to make it. He's a really great stone lifter, so rooting for John Stephen. Let's see if he can make the final. So that's it from me today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video on Event 5, the Wrecking Ball Hold. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I'll catch you all again as always on the next one.